Okay, continue our discussion of options. Um, when it's a proper slide here. Option Clearing Corporation is jointly owned by all the option exchanges. It arranges exercise options through member firms, and it requires option writers to post a margin. So if an option is in the money, an option writer is going to have to post a margin to set aside the money for the potential exercise of that option. Um, Other types of listed options, we have index options. Index options are calls and puts based on stock market indexes. We also have futures options, give the holders a right to buy or sell futures contract um, using exercise price as the futures price. Others include foreign currency option. So the foreign currency option puts and calls. You have the right to buy or sell a foreign currency for a specified amount of the domestic currency. Interest rate options. They can be options on treasury notes, bonds, bills, other companies' government bonds. The values of option at expiration. This is very important. Call option. Call option, the payoff to the call holder at expiration is simply the stock price, use ST, so that T is expiration, minus the strike. So S is standard for the stock price, and X is standard for the strike price. So if the stock price is greater than the strike price, so it's the stock price minus the strike. It's zero if the stock price is less than the strike price. So the payoff to the call writer is the opposite to the holder. So remember that options are a zero-sum game. Somebody wins, somebody loses. Just one thing to note, the vast majority of options expire worthless. There's a reason that companies write them, because they generally make fairly significant profits off of the premiums, because for the most part they expire worthless. So, but to pay off to the call writer is just a negative stock price minus the strike. So if the stock price is greater than the strike, it's zero if the stock is less than the strike price. In this case, the call writer, in the second case, when the stock price is less than the strike, the call writer keeps that premium. Put options is going to be the opposite. Payoff to the holder is zero if the stock price is greater than the strike, and then it's the strike minus the stock price if the stock price is less than the strike. So that stock, in the second case, that would be in the money. So if we, we don't show it here, but the payoff to the call writer would just simply be the negative of this. So if the payoff is zero, then the call writer is going to keep the premium. If the put writer, so if it's zero, the put writer is going to keep the premium. If it's in the money, the put holder is going to have to make that payoff. So their gain or loss is going to be dependent on the premium that they received. Next slide shows the payoff and profit at call option expiration or exercise. It would be the same if it would only be at expiration if it was a European option. So we have the payoff or profit on the y-axis, and then the stock price on the x-axis. So in this case, we've got a call option from the buyer's perspective with a strike of 80. The we have a $14 premium here, and so the payoff is the solid blue line. So if the stock price is above 80, the buyer or holder of that option is going to exercise it, and the writer of that option will be obligated to pay. However, the buyer's profit depends on the stock price. In this case, the stock price has to go up $14 a share for the buyer to make a profit. However, the buyer of the option would exercise at any point above $80 in this example, because they would be minimizing their losses at any point between $80 and $94.